Lucky you, I wasn't recording that.
آری
Because that was embarrassing.
آماده علوف
I'm
جمع
kidding.
کن
That's fine. All right. All right. Control one. Oh, too late.
Control one.
When you have your thing, yeah, control one. There we go.
Hmm.
And then you only have to hit one and then space bar
Hmm. Got you.
to see where he is. Okay.
Hmm.
Okay, and then yep. Oh no, looks like you're one sheep at a time, buddy.
Yeah. I thought he was on the.
Okay.
What is my guy doing?
You kind of clicked around a little too much, I think. All right, that's enough. That's enough. That's enough. You're gonna go back to him before. Yeah. Uh,
So we are near.
that's his. Those are his sheep. So you actually want to find your sheep first, not his. All right, go back to your base. You're idling your TC, idling TC. Oh, and you're not making. Oh, build veils, build veils. You gotta use the mouse. You gotta use the mouse.
Hmm.
Left click, button, mouse, Q, Q.
Right.
It's these little things that we need to work on. All right. Yep. Good. Okay, next build that's coming out, you're gonna build a house. Right there. Yep, right there on the side. Making that wall right there. Yep. Boom. Boom. Yeah, I think you left. Yeah, perfect. All right. One space bar. There we go. All right, cool. Yeah.
آری
Perfect. Okay, your rally point wasn't on a tree, so your vills are just standing there.
سلام چوب بر
That's okay. This next one I'll have getting the elephant.
No, you want send to dock.
The dot.
Yep. All right, select all your vills on the wood line and hit A.
That'll be.
All the vills on the wood line, hit A.
آماده چوب بر
Okay, now you should have enough. Okay, right next to a shorefish. Oh, you're very good at putting it in between two shorefishes instead of right on one.
Is
All
it supposed to be right on one?
Oh, it's just a quicker walking distance for him. Yeah, actually, one space bar. Oh yeah, okay. All right, yeah, send one of those too. Yeah, and then you got to go around your base with your scout. Yeah, get that. Yeah, sorry, because the reason why you're out of
سلام آری
sheep right now is because you didn't go around your base well enough. You lost all your sheep.
شکارچی
All right, cool. Yep, and go to your dock, make some Shift D. There we go.
Shift D.
Okay, cool. And boom, perfect. All right. Yep, and yeah, that's good. That's a good idea. Yep, yep. And then have the next one. Actually, yeah. You need to find that other boar, because the next one that comes out needs to get that boar. Otherwise, it's actually. I think it's already gonna be too late. There he is. Okay, perfect. Send that guy to get that boar. Yeah, keep walking around. Okay, run back. Perfect. Alright,
شکارچی
very good. Okay, left click mouse, or left side mouse Q. There you go. Good job.
شکارچی
Much better. Shift D, Q, Q. Good, good. That should be enough for that You don't have to make any more. Okay.
Yeah.
This is going to be a tougher match. I can tell already. Yep. Good idea. And yeah, I think one more. Yeah, perfect. And then, what bill count are we at?
22.
Okay.
I got 4 in the pipeline now.
Okay, next one, go to get that berries. Start going to berries, I think, because you're about to run out of. Yeah, good call on that house. That's perfect. Yeah, good. You see, you kind of have it on the berries there. That's good. Okay. Next one, go to. Yeah, you kind of think you lost 2 of your sheep. You probably took them, is my guess, or it's in that dead zone there. You haven't looked at yet. 2 to gold. Use your other gold. Use your other gold. It's in the back.
Oh yeah,
it's bigger. All right. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Take a couple of those villas and start making houses. You don't want that many on on berries.
Making what?
Not houses. Farms. Yeah, farms. Farms, and if you can't make farms, then straggler tree. For now. Okay, I think you're good to click. Can you click up? Yeah, click up. Okay, and then 2, and then those 2 are gonna go to rally point the stone on your map. Yeah. All right. Rally point on the stone, so they actually start chopping right away. Yeah, perfect. This is where you would send one vill to the other dock. This dude's really like scouting your base, or yeah, he's already clicked up the feudal. Okay. Why don't you take one of your berries and take him to build a dock over there. Yeah, don't worry about dropping the food off, because he'll drop it off the dock. Yeah, right next to a shorefish, right? Perfect. And then shift click to the shorefish afterwards, so you don't have to see him again. Perfect. All right. Okay, get ready. You're gonna need to build your two buildings.
All right.
Okay. You're not gonna have enough to build them both. Just build one for now. Yep. And your wall is almost there, but that was a hole right there.
Should I put it like right next to the house?
No, that's fine. That's fine. I was more of just talking about between the wood line and the
thing.
Yeah. All right. Take another vill and start trying to make your barracks. I mean your blacksmith. Blacksmith, not barracks. Blacksmith. All right. Yeah, have it fill in that hole. All right. Now you're double widening your wall there. You know what I mean? You want to. Yeah, perfect. Right there. Yeah. You want every single building you build to kind of touch another building and make a wall. You know what I mean? Okay. Yeah. You still make one more vill if you can. One more vill. Okay. All right. Yeah. And then why don't you have those 2 guys make a mining camp for him. Right on top. Okay. I give him space next time when you're building the. All right. Click up. All right. Cool. All right. Now build the barracks. Okay. All right, take some of your people. Just take the majority of your people off of the berries and make another wood line. Yeah, that one's fine. That one's fine on the front there. It's fine.
This one is?
Yeah. And then you're gonna put your barracks next to it. You put your barracks on the edge of that wood line. Yep, with those 2 vills. Yep. Just go over there and just start just start wood cutting, and then eventually you'll make the barracks. You can also, force drop your wood. Oh, never mind. Yeah, you just used more wood. Okay. Yeah, you needed that. You needed that wood line, the double bed axe. Yeah, no, I forgot to tell you to do that. Okay, you got a couple of idle bills somewhere.
آماده. سلام.
Okay. Straggler tree then for now. Actually, no. Tell him to go on gold. Gold. You want gold because you're gonna. Unfortunately, we in the same situation we were last time. We didn't have the barracks or the stable built already. Yeah, right there. Perfect. But we can get our upgrades. Let's get our stable upgrades. Yep. Perfect. So we can pop the knights right out and get going. All right. Why don't you do straggler trees for those coming out of the town center? Yep. And then eventually you'll move them. Yep. Perfect. Oh, you made a space.
So I've had them get trapped.
Okay.
Like I've had my like horses and archers and stuff get stuck. That's why I end up with like a space.
Gotcha. Oh, on the other side of that wood line, why don't you build some houses with the other lumberjacks? Yeah, like right there. Oh man. You need to use the hotkey for that. That's embarrassing, man. QQ. That's all you need to build houses. Nice and easy.
But put them in a line.
Oh no, just the hotkey for it. All right. Shift S QQ, or Shift S WW. Shift. Oh. Not the scale biting armor. You don't want that. Stop that armor. You don't want that. That's not good. All right. Yeah, that one. And that one. Shift S WW. There we go. And once these knights come out, you're gonna oops, forgot to make fishing ships there. You're gonna want to go forward with those knights and start racking, creating damage. Okay. And once you get enough wood, why don't you make your second stable? Or you can make a second stable's good. Let's continue with the pressure. Okay, I was gonna say get wheelbarrow, because you're not gonna make another town center for a while. Looks like. Yeah, get it a little sooner if you can. Yeah, cool.
So what do you do after there's no more shorefish?
Generally, if it wasn't Four Lakes, I would say build a closer dock to the other shorefish, and then, but don't do it because it's not worth it for this map. Just tell that guy to make a town center, like over by there, where he's at. Just tell him to make a town center right there. Yep, right in between. Yep, maybe on the wood line a little bit more, because you can't because it's a hill. Yeah, between the two wood lines above. Yeah, just a little bit more to the right, in between the two wood lines. There we go. Yep. Okay. Shift S WWW. No, don't. Okay. Side mouse. Yeah. Click. Good job with the QQ. That's good. Okay, you have a Ville behind your stable. Tell him to make some farms. And tell all the straggler tree guys to make farms too. And then you're gonna start thinking about making a defensive castle very shortly. Take your knights and kill that scout that's on your wood line, and then go and then you need to start attacking his gold.
Gotcha.
Because I'm sure he's already got a counter to your knights. But right now you have the advantage, so go. Side click Q Q Q. Side mouse click Q Q. Okay.
And put them on what?
I would say go to go to another wood line. Hey, look, there's your sheep. I told you that are probably in the dark area. Okay, see what's going on here. Yeah, it's fine. Take them out. It's fine. You have the armor. Take out the tower. Oh, stop the castle maybe. All right, run away. They're pikes now. Run away. Run away. They're pikes now. Run away. Okay. All right, build your castle.
Over here by this wood line.
Yeah. Actually, probably towards where your bill is, right there. Yeah. Yeah, that right up there. Or in front of the wood line. Yeah, that's fine too. Yeah, somewhere. Yeah. Yeah, in front of the wood line, so you can protect. Yeah. There you go. Alright, we need to be making army. We need to be using our resources. Boom. Alright, cool. Shift F.
Shift F.
Shift F.
Shift F.
There we go. Okay, so we do have our upgrades. We're good. Okay. Maybe get the archer upgrade so you have farther castle attack. So Shift F, S, or no, A. There you go. Cool. So why don't we send one of your, like your scout or one of your knights to his base to see what he's got. I would circle the back of his base. Yeah, like that. Perfect. And then come towards the front, and then he'll just die, and you'll see exactly what we got. Perfect. Okay, let's start making popping those elephants. War elephants. Castle. Yep. Perfect.
Well, I was gonna try to put them on
Yep.
what you call
it. Okay. Side click. You need Vil production going here from both of your TCs. That'd be better. Yeah, perfect. Okay, why don't we look at what you guys seeing in his base real quick? Okay.
Archer, barrack, castle.
Okay, but what does he got? What does he got? He just has that.
Pikes.
Okay. He just has pikes. Okay. So with pikes, we can probably go trash bow.
Yeah.
And then we'll have to make a couple of archer ranges for that. Why don't you make them a little bit farther forward, like in front of that castle. Yeah. Perfect. Okay. And if we're looking at our resources right now, we have a ton of wood. Why don't we build another town center? Or yeah, that works too. Yep, that works.
I was just gonna do that to get the relic.
Yeah, okay. That's good too. That's actually very important to do. Yeah. all around that mill right there. Perfect. That's exactly what we need to do. When we see we have way too much wood, that means we need to make a ton more farms. Okay. Keep pumping out those elephants after that one too. Yeah, let's get some of those archer upgrades now, since we have a little bit of archers coming out. There we go. That's good. Hopefully we'll get bodkin after that. And then we need to upgrade crossbow. So from your, crossbow. Perfect. And eventually you'll want to make a university because ballistics is very important. Yep.
Yeah,
Perfect.
we just did that.
All right, you got ballistics right there. You can afford it. Let's do it real quick because it takes forever to come through. All right, perfect. All right, I think you're almost ready to just steamroll with those elephants, to be honest. Poor Roland is not going to stand a chance. All right, side click, Q. We got to keep that Vil production up. There we go. And your monk is ready to return the relic. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. Yep. Exactly. That's exactly what to do. Yep. And then shift. Oh, no. With that monk? Okay, that's fine, Yeah, click. But have that monk shift Q the rest of the relics on the map. So select that. Okay, let's find a relic on the map. Okay, right click. You're holding shift the whole time, right?
Yeah.
Oh, no, you have to click the monastery afterwards.
Okay.
Yeah, so shift clicked, right click one of the, and then click the monastery, and then click the other one, right click, and then click the monastery again. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Q. Perfect. It's fine. Don't worry about it. All right. That's good. All right. Let's make some. All right. Let's get your army and just steamroll them. I think it's over, man. I think you've already sealed this game. Yeah. Let's get our production up before we go out, so that they're actually building when we're coming back. Yeah. So make some more elephants. War elephants. Go ahead. Keep more than that. Perfect. All right. All right, so I think the plan is war elephants, steamroll the castle, take your knights and attack the Vils, and then take your crossbow and attack the pikes. You got this?
Yeah, because I was going to typically I put them on stand ground and have them protect whatchamacallit.
Okay, perfect. All right, get your... Ooh, imp. Okay, alright. That's fine. It doesn't matter. We're gonna... Okay, that's fine. Yep. Wait, right now is the time we need to attack, because he just hit imp. And we should be... Oh, that's a lot. That's fine. That's fine. The crossbows are gonna take him out. And, yep, you got more crossbows coming. Shift A, and then right click. Shift A, right click, so that you can have the archers come out. Okay. Yep. Make your knights do something.
They're just standing here.
Yeah. Perfect. GG. Well done. Yep, send them forward. Shift C, Q. Shift C.
Shift C.
Shift Q. Yep.
Oh, gotcha.
Yep, Shift C, Shift Q, and that makes more elephants. And then you can Shift C, right click right there, and the elephants will come right to you.
Got you.
And also right now, also Shift S, right click, and then Shift S, right click. Yeah, and then Shift W. Shift W. Perfect. There you go. Now you got 5 knights coming in right to your battlefield. See how that is? So you don't ever even have to leave.
Yeah. Big difference.
And there it is,
Big
man.
difference.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Like a boss.
That is a big difference. But yeah, I knew having them hotkeys would make a big difference, but damn, that is a huge difference.
Isn't that nice? Yeah, like I said right there, I just told you everything you had to press, and you not only refreshed your crossbows, but you refreshed your war elephants and your knights. So even if he killed all those things, you still would have had new ones trickling in.
Exactly, yeah. And see, like the way I would have been doing it, like you saw me where I clicked back on the castle to fucking
No,
do
you
the
can't do that.
element.
Yeah.
So it's like, them shortcuts, I really gotta spend some time with those.
Yeah, or I can just watch you every game and say, stop it.
Yeah.
Side click, Q, Q, Q.
Yeah.
You're getting it, but in the end there. All right, so look at that. Look at that beautiful base. Wonderful.
Yeah, it's not too shabby of a lineup.
Yeah. I mean, it still had a lot of holes that people could have ran through, but I mean, it's better than.
It's better than what I've been doing.
It's better. It's getting better.
Yeah.
And you had two lakes going. So you had a ton of food coming in that you could make all of those elephants. That was a lot of elephants you made.
Yeah, I think we had like 15.
Yeah.
Because I know the first set was like 7 or so, and then I was queuing up 7 or 8. Yeah.
And then you had the pikes go down when you had the crossbows.
Yeah.
Oh, you had every counter. And then you had the knights come in and just, wreck up.
I put that, so I probably, that's the other thing, I needed to use the knights better. Like, had I seen this siege over here, that's probably where I should have sent them, because I just had them attack the tower and let them die.
Yeah. And look, he had that Treb back there that he made because he got to Imp. But that's what I was saying. He got to Imp, and I was like, "It's go time. We have to capitalize on this, right?" He
exactly.
just sunk
before he gets his speed under him, and it's
right.
Do something ASAP.
Because he definitely just sunk over 2,000 resources into clicking up to Imp. So you have those 2,000 resources he didn't have in military. So that's how you know in the game. Also, I was looking at the score on the bottom right there, and I was like, "Oh, you're like over 1,000 points higher than him." It's not going to be any game. And even though he had all those pikes that actually did take out a lot of your war elephants, the war elephants are so tanky, it didn't even matter.
Yeah, and like even then, it's like even if he takes them out, they still do a shit ton of damage before they're actually gone.
Well, the thing was that you actually clicked on the castle, so they weren't defending themselves. If they actually just turned around and just took out the pikes, you probably would have had a lot more, is my guess. But that's okay. It was fine the way you had it.
Yeah, I tend to feel like if I let them get distracted, then I'll always forget to bring them back
to attack.
To the battle.
Yeah, no, I hear
and
you.
I'm like, then it's like, oh, I just lost all control over these elephants, and they're just doing whatever they want.
Yeah. Well, look at your enemy right there. He didn't even get the rhino. Did he even get his elephant? Like, scroll a little bit to the right. Scroll down. No. Yeah, he got the elephant, but he didn't get the rhino. I thought I saw the elephant there somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he took it. Okay. Wow.
Mhm.
He did get a relic though. At least one.
He did get a relic, you know.
I think he got actually three or two of them. Why don't you
Mm.
check the let's check the score. It'll tell you
Uh,
the stats.
if you go statistics,
Yep. There you go.
what? What's that under?
I don't know. Just
Society?
click through them all.
Yeah,
Yeah, there you go.
society. He had three.
He had three relics. Look at that.
Mm.
564 relic gold. So you stopped him before he went all in. And look at that. 68 villagers. Look,
Yeah,
that's good, man.
yeah.
68
That
bills at
is
42 minutes. That's good.
that is a high number of bills right there,
That's
and they were all doing work.
they were, and you kept them busy the whole time. That was fantastic. That was really good. Now, let's see that timeline. Let's revel in this glory here. Look at that. Look at that. It's
Yeah.
all red.
Yeah, and what was that, like a 17-minute
Yeah. Click
password?
click society or technology. Technology. 1804. Look at that.
Yeah.
Could have been a little faster, but that's still
Yeah.
it's still really good. 5 minutes faster than him.
That's still working. That's still a work in progress.
Yeah, yeah. I think I don't really. Yeah, I think you actually did click up pretty fast. The only thing was that we just didn't have the wood ready for that barracks and stable. Because if you had that stable down, like look at that, you had 5 minutes to pump out knights and destroy him, right? Because like in feudal age, he's got spears, and the spears aren't going to stop any knights.
Going to do anything? Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be just GG at that point, right? So like, if you already had a stable down as Castle Age hits, you would have been pumping out knights for 5 minutes. I mean, think about that, right?
Yeah.
That's.
I mean, that's like seeing being on the other end of that. I'm like, this is what people are doing to me now all the time. So it's like,
so you feel bad for Roland?
no, I don't feel bad. It's like, for me, I'm like, okay, I get to see how other people are actually doing their stuff.
Yeah.
So that I can make sense of it.
Yeah, check out this resource. Look at that, man. Have you ever collected that much food before?
No, but that is a lot of food right there.
Yeah, check out your military too. Let's see what your killed a very nice amount of units. 6 buildings raised, 45 army. That's a pretty massive army there.
For it to be so early, yeah, that was
what was his
quite significant.
What was his elo? I'm curious. Just hover over his icon. There we go.
37 wins and 66 losses.
66. And what are you at now? You're at like 20
18.
Hover over your turkey.
Oh, my turkey.
Your icon, yeah. 18. Look at that. Look at that.
Hey, you know, the slow come up, man. The slow come up.
it's you're making huge improvements.
Yeah, you know, things are starting to click more and more.
Exactly, and that's all it comes down to. Like, you have what 50 games, 60 games under your belt. I have over 800, probably 900 games under my belt. Like, it's just. And it's only really starting to click for me now. So it takes a long time. You don't need 800 games for it to click, but I'm just saying it takes time. Very good, man. Well, I'll chalk this up to a major success. What do you think? What's your recap, your overview of how that went?
Oh, it is great, and like I said, for me, I'm like, okay. It's just the hotkeys for me. Like, I really want to sit here and spend some time just using the hotkeys, even if I play campaign some, just to practice using the hotkeys.
Yeah, you know what I do? How I got used to it? I would just play against the AI. Just do a computer.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't do like a really hard one. Just do like maybe moderate or even just like standard.
Mm-hmm.
And this way, when they're attacking, it's not like impossible to like fight them off. You're just focusing on making the army, and then making sure the army is going where it needs to go, and making sure your town center doesn't go idle, and you're still making villagers. And if you
Yeah.
keep just doing that just with the AI, then you can start like making control groups. You can start like jumping across map and all that. So,
Yeah.
but I mean, it might be a little bit easier to do it with AI, just like on Arabia or Four Lakes or whatever, than it would be like
Yeah.
in campaign or in a real game where it's just like it's real intense. But like the
Yeah.
computer, he's going to do the same thing every time. You know, he's going to make
Right.
archers, and then a ton of skirms, and then you know, or he's going to make scouts and scout rush you in the beginning. But that's about it.
Mm-hmm.